Welcome here to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee for some high school softball on Thursday evening. It's senior night for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers, and they're facing off against a Murray County opponent in Santa Fe. This is Landon Sechrist alongside Drake Pugh here, ready for another softball broadcast here on the Front Porch Sports Network.
Yes, Landon, we are glad to be here tonight. It has been a while since we've been out to good old Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. And this is our first broadcast from their beautiful, brand-new press box. We are excited to be here as they face off Santa Fe, and hoping it's going to be a good game.
Yes, we are hoping for a great game between two Murray County public schools, as I mentioned before. And this view from the press box, as Drake mentioned, that is new, is great. As you all can see that are viewing online, it is absolutely wonderful. We will keep the angles good and clear for you all night. And we're ready for this one. Jaden Scroggins is up for Mount Pleasant in the circle, as Paitley Craig is going to lead off. Hits it straight to Bella Pugh, and that'll be out number one in this one. That was pretty quick, Drake.
That was very quick. That was a routine play.
Yeah, that was very routine. And here comes our favorite, one of our favorites, that is Kendall Massey. She's up next batting for the Santa Fe Lady Cats.
Speaking of Kendall Massey, I wonder if the man is here tonight.
I'm not sure, but if not, he'll make his way.
Yeah, Mr. T.C. Brady, for those of you who don't know who I'm referring to.
Kendall Massey hits that one
Good hit.
into center field, snatched by the Mount Pleasant center fielder, though, for out number two. Kendall Massey, folks, just committed to, I believe, Motlow State Community College to play softball, so congratulations to her.
That's awesome. Congratulations to her. We're very happy for her, very proud of her.
Yeah, it is super cool to see these ladies sign to play scholarships at the next level. And it's super cool that we know her from basketball season, but she's a great softball player as well.
She certainly is. Oh!
That one's a crank into left field by Harper Fitzgerald, and it will be fair. Will hit the fence. She will go to second base.
Fantastic.
Up next for the Santa Fe Lady Cats is number 26, Paige Brady, one runner on second. Got a little confusion here between the officials trying to get everything up and going here between the blue and both teams, who are ironically wearing white tonight.
They are.
Which is very interesting. Doesn't really matter in a baseball or softball setting. But Mount Pleasant wearing white with blue pants. Santa Fe wearing white with black pants on this evening. Here comes a pitch from Scroggins. Ball number one, it's low. Yeah, I've seen some nightmare scenarios, folks, where two football teams have accidentally worn white, and it's not good.
No, it is not.
Brady grounds that one out, and it will be out number three in the top half of this opening inning here down in Mount Pleasant for Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers and the Santa Fe Lady Cats. Scoring off in this one. We'll be right back here on the Front Porch Sports Network.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable, local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Murray County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
And welcome back here to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. My great colleague Drake Pugh is doing the Lord's work, and he just got Santa Fe's roster for me because I have a roster and I do not have numbers for everybody, and that is completely my fault.
Well, here, I'm sending it to you now.
As that one pops up, as Laney McNeil will lead off for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers, and that one is snatched out of the air for out number one. Folks, tip number one, always make sure you have both full rosters before the game.
Mistakes happen, folks.
It's usually routine, something that me and Drake both do before.
Oh, we always do.
We had some other things go wrong before the broadcast. So.
You know, I have a daily prayer. I try to pray, and it's, Lord, don't let – at first it was, Lord, don't let there be anything that goes wrong today. Now it's just whatever goes wrong, let it be minimal and bearable.
Here we are, Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. Second batter up, that is Miss Bella Pugh, possible relative of Drake Pugh.
Yeah, possibly.
She hits that one into right field, right over the second baseman.
And she makes it.
For a base hit, she will take her base.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're Ken or not. That's some research I'd like to do because there are not a lot of Pews around.
There are several at Hampshire. We have discovered
yes, there are.
Through the basketball season. One runner on first base for Mount Pleasant. The next batter is up, and that is, I believe, Miss Jaden Scroggins.
All the Pews in my family are mainly from Chapel Hill. So any Chapel Hill Pews listening, how you doing? Give me send me a message. Love to hear from you.
With a 1-0 count, we'll crank that one into left field. That will drop and be a fair ball for Scroggins. Pugh is coming to third base. Pugh is coming home.
Oh, she's going for it.
First run in for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers.
Fantastic.
That one's up and good.
Fantastic. That was awesome. And, folks, the first run of the game has come in with one more still in scoring position. Looks right now we have number 8. That's Scroggins, isn't it? Jaden Scroggins? Or no, that's a different team. That's the other team. Folks, I am over here trying to figure the rosters out myself. That is Evans. It looks like that is going to be out. Still have one in scoring position. It looks like there's some discussion in the circle currently, trying to figure things out so they can keep things rolling to routine.
And folks, I am back here. We were getting the walk-up music settled for the ladies as we were in the press box, and they're ready to roll now. Up next is 16, and that will be Ansley Lovett for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers.
She's a favorite of ours.
And she is a Hampshire student as well.
She is. Matter of fact, she helped us out earlier before we got things rolling.
Actually, I believe that was Clarissa McFarland.
That was Clarissa. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm mixing people up. That was Clarissa McFarland. And Clarissa's got a saying. And what is it, Landon? You remember?
Well, I'm going to cue her up. And Lovett will drop that one into right field and drive one home. Welcome home, Jaden Scroggins. 2 runs in for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers.
Wow.
As Lovett will settle at second.
These ladies are making my job easy. I don't have to change the positions at all because they keep going to the same ones. And I see my good buddy J.P. Kelly, who's one of the officials tonight, standing out there in the field. JP, I know you ain't listening, but you will later.
You can't do that, Drake. Now people are going to send hate mail to the
JP?
umpire.
Oh, I want him to.
You just called him out by
I want
name.
him to. I want to give. He's my friend. I want to give him a hard time.
Jason Gray's up for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. That first pitch by Santa Fe is a strike. One runner on second base for the Lady Tigers, who are off to a good start, Drake, aren't they?
They are. They're doing great tonight. They're on fire.
That pitch is low. As it is senior night down here, folks, and the senior night festivities will take place after the game.
Well, I asked Clarissa, I said, "You're a senior, right?" She said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Well, hey, the years go by quick." I said, "It feels like it was yesterday I was a senior in high school."
Yes, yes, yes. One-two count here. Runner still remains on second base.
Got to play this carefully here.
Yes, you do.
That's an even count.
2-2 with 2 outs on the board, as Drake Pugh just reiterated here for you all. Thank you all for listening on 101.7 and 103.7 as what we are streaming on tonight, as that will be out number 3, and the first inning is going to come to a close with the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers up 2-0 in this one, this All-Murray County matchup on the Front Porch Sports Network. We'll be right back with inning number 2.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an
Welcome back here to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Abigail Kittle up first for the Santa Fe Lady Cats. She hits one right to Mount Pleasant's first baseman and will be out on that one. Off to a start here in the second inning here at Mount Pleasant High School, just off Locust Street. The Lady Cats visiting from Santa Fe are up to bat now. Chloe Borgia, that is in the batter's box.
Now, folks, we say Locust Street. There are no locusts here. So
hopefully not.
Don't worry about that. You ain't got to worry about locusts. Just come out here and enjoy this game. Good weather.
First pitch from Scroggins. Second pitch is hit and up to Bella Pugh for out number 2. Just a infield fly.
Routine catch.
Yeah, as Drake said, that is a routine catch. Ellie Gum is up next for the Santa Fe Lady Cats. She's got on a teal batter's cap, folks. And she pitched the last time we broadcasted a game against Battle Creek. So she's a versatile player.
You know, we're up here all alone. I'm not sure who's running the scoreboard out here tonight or where they're running it. I would like to know personally, but I am running our scoreboard. And, folks, our scoreboard is 95% accurate.
And it's back, folks, after some technical difficulties. And Gum hits that one straight to the second baseman for out number 3. That's 3 up and 3 down in the top of this inning. We're actually going to keep it here and talk about
let's do that.
The fact that our scoreboard is back, and we're so happy because we were having some difficulties on our technology, and we were unable to use our digital scoreboard for everybody's viewing pleasure. But it's back, and it's now color coordinated with the game, which is super cool. And we're just excited to be here at Mount Pleasant. It is senior night that will take place after the game, and it's an all Murray County matchup.
It is, and we're glad to be here. We love all Murray County matchups. It's so fun to do them, and, you know, we're not over here rooting for either team. We're rooting for both.
Well, yeah, and it's funny that, Drake, you bring that up because the last time we were broadcasting a Santa Fe game, I think it was Paitley Craig maybe and one other player, they asked us, they said, hey, are you guys here to broadcast for us or for the other team? And the other team in that case was Battle Creek. And I was like, we can't answer that question.
Yeah, we can't. We legally cannot answer that. We are here to broadcast both. We are here for everyone. Now, if it's a non-Murray County team we're going against, then yeah, we're here to broadcast for, you know.
Right.
Like we broadcasted on Monday night for Page Baseball for Columbia Baseball at Page.
Right.
And that's my alma mater, but I was going for Columbia. And I'm not saying that because I have to.
Right.
I actually was going for Columbia, but my former history teacher, Coach Rutan, is the baseball coach there, and, you know, it was good to see him, and, you know, it was a good game. I enjoyed watching it.
Emma Tomlin will lead off in the bottom of this second and gets a hit.
Oh, wow. What a catch.
Wow.
Hold on, let's watch
look at that
again.
one again. That's Ellie Gum. I told you she was versatile, folks, and she just snatched that one.
Let's watch that hit again. Yeah, watch this hit right here. Pow, and then bam, right there.
Wow.
That was something.
And this is Katie Crutcher in the circle for Santa Fe. Not sure if I've mentioned that yet, but interesting about Crutcher, she is wearing a gold uniform as opposed to some of her teammates are wearing white and black pants.
Is she a senior?
I am not sure, but that wouldn't matter because Santa Fe's the visiting team, so
yeah,
that doesn't matter.
Maybe Santa Fe just does that for upperclassmen. You never know.
Well, maybe they did it to help the officials in this game.
Could be
changing it up variation. I would probably say that rather than the other.
Could be.
Yeah, I would say, but she's pitching great so far. 1-1 count to Tomlin. Here comes the next one. A little bit
and
inside,
that hits her.
and that will hit her knee. And excuse me, that's not Tomlin. That is number 20, Jenna Devers, who will take her base at first after being hit by that pitch.
And Landon, I'm just going to reiterate what you said. This is probably the best view we've ever had.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Now, my view from where I'm sitting, I cannot see the right side of the field because of the wall, but from the computer screen, I can see it all, and it's fantastic.
For the viewing pleasures, we've got Abby Jackson up next. One runner on first base for Mount Pleasant. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss by Jackson.
It happens.
Yeah, if we could have this angle at every game we broadcast, that would be great.
This is a request to all Murray County schools. Please get press boxes, all of you.
That would be absolutely great. Jackson fouls that one back into the home plate net. And, folks, we are on 101.7 here, but on 103.7 you can turn and listen to the Columbia Central Lady Lions softball team. Carter McDonald and his broadcast team are broadcasting as the Lady Lions play Nolensville tonight.
And I know that they're doing fantastic.
Jackson hits that one into the sweet spot just past second base. She will get to first for a base hit and advance the other runner to second base. Runners on first and second as the original leadoff, Lainey McNeil, is back up for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. That's a great hit by McNeil into center field. It's fumbled, and Mount Pleasant's going to say, go ahead and come home.
Going to bring two home if they can get it.
And they will,
they do.
Drake Pugh.
They do.
That was a great RBI double for Lainey McNeil, who's at second base, drove in 2 runs right there. It's 4-0, Mount Pleasant in the lead, folks.
Who's up to bat? I couldn't
This
hear
is possible your relative, Bella Pugh.
I'll tell you what, yeah, the Lady Tigers, they're on fire tonight.
Yeah, they are. They are. And we've broadcasted Mount Pleasant on 2 other occasions, once versus Battle Creek, once versus Culleoka, and we've seen them play a couple times, but they're off to a great start, Drake Pugh.
They really are. It's fantastic. I'm I'm glad to see it for them, especially on senior night. That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you really want to win. I mean, you always want to win, but this especially for tonight.
Definitely, as McNeil will skate to third on that low pitch right there.
Let's see, Mount Pleasant's trying to get as many runs in as they can right here.
Runner on third in prime scoring position, 3-0 count. Here comes the pitch from Crutcher. It will be low, and Bella Pugh is going to take a waltz towards the Mount Pleasant Community Center and take her place at first base.
Got the corners loaded.
Jaden Scroggins. She's up, ready to bat. One of 4 Hampshire students on this Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers team. Obviously, Hampshire does not have a softball team, but they have a great baseball team. But their ladies play for Mount Pleasant, which is really cool.
It is. I'm glad that's allowed, too.
As Pugh will take second after an errant throw back to the pitcher there.
Putting 2 in scoring position.
Runners on 2 and 3, that is.
Fantastic.
Scroggins at the plate. She will pop that one near the logo, and it's snatched by the Santa Fe center fielder. One's going to come home for Mount Pleasant. That is 0-0. Lainey McNeil making it all the way around for the 5th run of the game.
Fantastic.
Mount Pleasant up 5-0. Briley Evans is up. Runner on only third. And they're doing the deception that I saw earlier. Her batting cap has number 14 on it, but her jersey number is 8. So this is Briley Evans, folks. It's not Abby Jackson, who is number 14. I made that mistake last time we were broadcasting one of the games, which is very interesting.
She started to go for it right there.
Yeah, Bella Pugh nearly came home right there after that low pitch.
Come on, cuz.
See, folks, that's what happens. When you start doing good, people start claiming you as cousins.
Yep.
Drake is claiming Bella Pugh already.
Well, she might be. She might be.
That one's high by Crutcher. 3-0. Is the count. Evans looking at this pitch. Here it comes. And it will be low and inside.
Once again, the corners have runners.
Yes. Ansley Lovett has the Dora the Explorer walk-up song.
Hey, it's like the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse at Page.
Wow.
Yeah, except that was an accident.
I wish our radio listeners could have just heard that come out of the speakers. I don't know if you all actually heard that, but it was the Dora Explorer
That's a throwback.
song. Oh, my goodness.
That takes me back about 20 years.
Runners on the corners. Here comes a pitch. We got people sitting in the outfield in the bed of their truck. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Folks.
That brings back memories for me.
Yep. Here comes the pitch, 1-0 count. It's low and outside. That one will be strike number 1. 2-1 count.
Oh, I thought that was a ball. That's all right.
That is a great hit by Lovett.
Fantastic
Finds a sweet spot. Will drive one home. Does Lovett for the 6th run. Bella Pugh coming home on that RBI single right there. Just a flat out great hit in the sweet spot for run number 6.
They are not fooling around, Landon.
They are not. Jason Gray's up. Runners on those corners. And that one's popped up. It should be grabbed by the center fielder, and it is. And we're going to head to the 3rd inning with the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers up 6-0 in this one. You're listening to High School Softball on the Front Porch Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wallcover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wallcovering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We are here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings. Welcome back here to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, high school softball on a Thursday evening. We're here and ready for this third inning. It's off to a start here. 2 balls thrown by Scroggins, who's in the circle.
Just a strike right there.
And folks, we've got some updates on where we will be for our game of the week tomorrow that we will share as Santa Fe grabs a hit right there, and
oh boy,
it will go to first base for a base hit. We've got exciting things on the Front Porch Sports Network always, and we will be traveling. Well, not technically traveling, but we'll be going again for our game of the week on tomorrow. We're super excited.
We'll be at home for that.
Yeah, we will be at home, but figuratively speaking.
Yeah, I guess so. Figuratively.
Yes.
And then I don't even know what next week holds.
Yeah, it will be time for the district tournaments most of the time. Or most of the teams that we play will be in districts. Santa Fe's got 1 runner on first base. Checking back. And she will be safe, as it's called by Drake Pugh's friend, who is the field judge.
JP Kelly, baby. Big JP. The man. Love that guy. Uh-oh.
Santa Fe will try and take 2, and she's safe as well.
She made it.
I think that's Renly, and Aubrey was just up to bat, as Paitley Craig is going to be back at the top.
Yeah, next week, the only plans I know of are plans other than broadcasting. and it ain't much, but I mean.
Right. Yeah, it will be district tournaments, so, of course, teams will start thinning out as it becomes playoff time, but we hope every Maury County Public Schools team makes it as far as possible.
We do.
1-1 even count there.
We certainly hope everybody makes it as far as they can.
That one's popped into right field by Paitley.
She got it.
And it will be grabbed as the runner on second.
Oh, that's out number 2.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The runner on second nearly tried to go for a third. Ryland, the designated player for tonight, but she's at second. Santa Fe's back up. Kendall Massey, Miss Kendall, the 3-point queen for basketball season, best 3-point shooter in Maury County on the girls' side. And she's committed to Motlow State for softball, folks. So congratulations to her. Three-0 count. Scroggins pitching a few consecutive balls. That will be ball number 4 as Massey will take her base. And I would say Kendall Massey on the Front Porch Sports Network is one of the fan favorites. I think
definitely.
a lot of the people that know about the Front Porch Sports Network know about Kendall Massey.
And so is her man.
Yeah. And folks that don't know, Kendall Massey and T.C. Brady are boyfriend and girlfriend. The superstar for the basketball team is T.C. Brady. As Santa Fe will advance on that low pitch to second and third base, both in scoring position. And, of course, this is not the Front Porch Relationship Network, but we were told those things by T.C. Brady himself that Kendall Massey is his girlfriend. So we can share that information. It's pretty cool dynamic, though. Very cool dynamic. As I believe this is Harper Fitzgerald is up. And I think Harper's going to play at Columbia State, so congratulations to her as well. She can knock it out of the park. And one more ball pitched here, Drake. It would be your favorite scenario.
Grand slam, baby. Grand slam.
That one's high, and
there it is.
Harper's going to take her base. All right, queuing up Drake Pugh's favorite scenario, folks. And, folks, I'm going to let Drake tell you what all that is about while Mount Pleasant is going to have a chat here at the Circle. Drake, tell them why your favorite scenario is happening right now.
Well, I'll tell you why, because when the bases are loaded, if the person at bat gets a home run, that's a grand slam. That's 4 runs in at once. And that's my favorite thing to see. And the only time I've seen it this season is at the Miracle League.
Yeah.
That is the only time I've seen it. It's happened before. The Lady Lions have done it, but, of course, they did it when I wasn't there. I've gone to so many of their games this season to help Carter do his broadcast and train him. But the one time I'm not there, they hit a grand slam, and I'm like, dadgummit, y'all. So hopefully we'll see one tonight. We might see one right here.
Yes.
If so, that'll put them only 2 runs behind Mount Pleasant.
Yes, 100%, Drake.
But if the ball gets caught, they're out.
2 outs on the board, as Drake Pugh said. Page, number 26, is up. Bases are locked and loaded. They're juiced.
They are juiced.
Here comes the pitch from Scroggins.
And as you can tell, the girls are ready to roll.
Yes, it is an even count.
Landon, I'll tell you one thing that's going on next week. The Mid-South Live Steamers.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
That's one place when I'm not doing a broadcast, that's where I will be. That's where you can find me.
There, left field, and it
she
will
dropped it.
1 comes in, 2 comes in.
I think
3 will come in for Santa Fe. Paige Brady doing a little celebration right there at second base.
My goodness.
3 runs on the board right there. That's what you want to see. That's not quite a grand slam, but I'm sure that makes Drake Pugh happy.
It was close. Well, I mean, they were almost out right there. That was close.
What a hit by Paige. Just sailed over the left fielder from Mount Pleasant. As Abigail Kittle hits that one straight to the shortstop, and that will be out number 3. But the Santa Fe Lady Cats have got 3 runs on the board, folks. They're not quite done yet. They're only getting started, and we're going to be back here with the bottom of this inning right after this, folks.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
When it comes to your internet, you shouldn't have to talk to a robot or someone halfway across the globe. At CPWS, you don't. We live and work right here in Columbia, providing local support you can trust and service that's built into the heart of our community. Right now, it's never been easier to make the switch. New customers can get CPWS internet for just $50 a month. Experience the difference of local service and blazing fast speeds. Call us today, 931-375-7777.
Some people.
Welcome back here to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee for this All-Maury County Public Schools matchup between the Santa Fe Lady Cats and the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. This is Landon Sechrist and Drake Pugh here on the Front Porch Sports Network.
Yeah, you know, when you said like All-Maury County, what popped into my head was the song All-American Girl. And that's an oldie, but it's a good one. We need to play that sometime.
Emma is up to bat for the Lady Tigers, and that one
Is that fair?
should be fair. I believe it was touched before it hit the foul line, and it will be a double.
Wow.
Emma Tomlin
Fantastic.
leading it off with a good hit.
You want to know
right there.
something else? I might be kin to her too.
Really?
The Tomlins, yeah, the Tomlins.
Wow.
That's another. Those are family. That's another
Wow.
family name of mine. That's y'all. If you're Landon Seacrest and I are both true Middle Tennessee natives. My mother's whole side of the family was from Murray. Your whole family was from Murray County. My dad's from Williamson, Marshall, Bedford, Davidson, and Rutherford. So I mean, I'm related to everybody. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's super interesting. Mount Pleasant has a runner on second with, I believe this is Jenna, who is at the plate, skates that one past the circle,
wow.
and she'll make it with runners on the corners now for Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant ain't fooling around.
Great hit right there. Just a fumble right there by the shortstop of Santa Fe.
I know what they're thinking. They're like, y'all can score 3 runs. We'll watch this.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Abby Jackson's up for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. And as Drake Pugh was saying, yeah, most of my family historically is from Spring Hill.
Yep.
You probably heard me say it 1,000 times if you listen to Front Porch Sports Network. I went to Spring Hill High School, Spring Hill Middle School, all that. But yeah, I am related to a lot of people as well. A lot of people that are playing as well.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, Sydney Gillum, who we've talked about a lot, that's my third cousin. I'm very, very proud of her. A lot of my family's from the Rock Springs community. And whoa,
Abby
that was
Jackson
up.
pops that one into center field, and that will be a fly out as Mount Pleasant will try and make it home. And number 22, that's Clarissa McFarland in pinch
There
running.
she is.
And that's barbecue chicken, folks.
There it
Sliding
is.
in at home for the 7th run of the game for Mount Pleasant.
Barbecue chicken.
And that's Clarissa McFarland's signature saying, and she knows it. She talks to us. We actually saw her earlier, as Drake mentioned.
She helped us out earlier.
Yes, she did. As 0-0, Laney gets that one snatched out of the air by Kendall Massey. What a grab.
That was a great catch. Fantastic catch.
But Clarissa McFarland, senior, great basketball player as well. And she basically said during the basketball season, she was quoted by saying, if you give her the ball in the paint, if you give any of her teammates in the sweet spot the ball, she knows it's an automatic score, and that means it's barbecue chicken. That's what that means. So that's become
I love that saying.
That's become a common saying, and
it's a true Middle Tennessee saying.
Well,
too.
no, it's actually it's not originated by Clarissa McFarland.
No,
But,
I know.
it was actually said by Shaquille O'Neal, basketball player, and if you know, you know that. But yeah, it's just funny that Clarissa McFarland said that as well.
That's a 1-1 count.
Bella Pugh is up with one runner on first base, 7-3. Mount Pleasant in the lead. Crutcher's pitch.
I thought she was saying, did she get her?
2-1 is the count. 2 outs overall on the board. Watches that one go. We'll even it.
Oh. I'm not sure I agree with that call, but that's just me.
I think from my view, that was a strike.
Maybe it's just my angle.
That was a strike. That one will be popped up. Bella Pugh pops that one for out number 3, and we're going to head to the 4th inning. This one is absolutely flying by, ladies and gentlemen.
No kidding.
Mount Pleasant 7, Santa Fe 3. We'll be back with inning number 4 after this.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday, with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half-off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Thank you all for listening on 101.7, as well as watching online on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you get your stream. We're super happy to have you. This is Landon Sechrist alongside Drake Pugh here.
Yes,
and
sir.
Tomorrow, folks, will be our Game of the Week broadcast, and we'll actually have a doubleheader. We'll be at Columbia Central, folks. Chloe Borgia will hit it to the third baseman, run it out to first, and get there safely.
Some mistakes were made.
Chloe Borgia, a fumble by the Mount Pleasant third baseman right there.
It happens to the best of us.
Ellie Gum will be up next with the teal cap. Starting off this one rather strong. As I was saying, folks, we'll be at Columbia Central tomorrow for our Game of the Week. The boys team, I believe they're playing Oakland, the baseball team that is, and the girls softball, they'll be playing Tullahoma as Gum for Santa Fe hits that one in the left field with a boomer right there. This one's getting active.
It is getting active. Things are getting heated. This has been one of the most fast-paced games I've ever done.
It is. And there's a lot of offense, too, which is super
really
impressive.
is. I mean, it's been incredible tonight.
Rylan, number 9, is up. We'll take the first strike.
And, there's been a run scored in every inning.
Yeah. Super impressive stuff. Runners on first and second as Borgia is going to – they were both going to advance bases, Borgia and Gum, but they were returns. That one was a foul. 0-2 is the count.
She's out.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout. 3 great pitches by Jaden in the circle. And – folks, we're super excited to be back at Columbia Central tomorrow for the Front Porch Sports Network Spring Sports Game of the Week.
Been a while since we've been to
We're going
Central.
to have the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour live starting at 4 with myself, Drake Pugh, Drake Colley, Chrissy Owl, Carter McDonald, maybe Clayton Harris, maybe Matthew Belkin, the whole gang. Then we'll have the game day show, so hopefully you guys won't get tired of us tomorrow because we're going to be all over the radio and on streaming.
We are. We're going to be everywhere tomorrow,
Starting
folks.
at 4 o'clock, folks. Starting at 4 o'clock, Drake Colley's Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. We're going to be talking probably about the NFL Draft and who the Titans are going to pick in a couple hours here. Aubrey pops that one into the infield. She'll be out, but runners will advance to second and third for Santa Fe. It's back at the top of the lineup. Paisley is up for the Santa Fe Lady Cats.
Check out Inside Middle Tennessee first thing in the morning and Front Porch Happenings at 11. I'll be hosting that show. We will be talking about local sports on both of those shows. Don't miss them. Also talking about a lot of great events that are going to be going on in Murray County coming up.
Thank you, Mrs. Vicky Fuller, in our chat. Jaden, who is the pitcher for Mount Pleasant, plays 3 sports. He's one of those rare tri-sport athletes. He plays volleyball and basketball for Hampshire and softball for Mount Pleasant. So she's in the conversation with the Kennedy Houstons, the Sydney Brattons, and the Casey Crawfords of the world, the super talented players. So shout out Jaden Scroggins, who gets that one routinely, throws it over to our first baseman for the third out there in the top half of this inning. And we're going to keep it right here as the teams rotate, and Mount Pleasant will come up to bat. Yeah, it's always really cool to see the athletes that play more than one sport because usually there's I will give some athletes the benefit of the doubt, but usually some athletes are just really good at one sport and then they just play the others, to be in shape or whatnot.
Yeah.
But a girl like Jaden Scroggins and some other examples across the county are pretty dadgum good at all 3 sports, I would say. So it's really unique. I played 2 sports myself. I could have probably played a third myself, and Chrissy Howard talked about that on a previous broadcast. I played basketball and football. I probably could have ran track too, but I did not, so I cannot claim that I was a tri-sport athlete because I was not. And I will give a shout-out to another one, tri-sport athlete that plays at Spring Hill High School, where I graduated from. Mr. Noah Huffman. He's the goalie for the soccer team. He is a wide receiver on the football team, and he is a shooting guard on the basketball team. Now, that is pretty impressive.
That is impressive, Landon.
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was not really much of an athlete. I played basketball when I was really, really young, but I was an ROTC kid in high school, and I was just a nerd. But anyways.
I mean, I was a nerd, too. Nerds can play sports, too.
They can.
Yeah.
And I was a TV and film guy, too, in high school. But, yeah, like my brother was a dual athlete, football and basketball, and it's just so cool to see folks do that.
Jaden is up to bat leading off here for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. Once again, thank you to Miss Vicky Fuller in our stream chat for letting us know that stat. That's always great to have interaction. And let us know that you are listening and attentive to the broadcast. We appreciate you.
That's ball 2 with a 2-0 count currently.
Katie's in the circle for Santa Fe wearing a gold jersey. Some of her teammates wearing white. Pretty interesting today.
Yeah, one in the outfield wearing gold as well.
Jaden will watch that one go low. It should be 3-0 as the count. That one was strike number 1.
3-1 count.
And interestingly enough, and I'll go ahead and start this conversation as the count is 3-1, myself and Chris Yao were talking as Scroggins hits that one barely into the circle, a little bit of a chipper, and she's going to be out. We were talking about the new spring sports. Obviously, the spring sport that we're covering now is softball. You also have girls rugby. Now at Columbia Central, you have girls flag football. What if that sport goes to the Hampshires and the Santa Fe's and the Culleocas? I think there's a lot of female athletes that could play and be pretty good at girls flag football.
I agree.
I think so, because there's currently, for those listening, there's currently 3 girls on the Columbia Central flag football team. In their first season, they have already committed to go play college flag football. So I think it's a real opportunity for scholarships.
It would be great to see the unit schools get just football teams, period, at some point. I mean, Culleoka had one back in the 1940s. But, that was 80 years ago. I'd love to see it happen again.
Well, football and flag football a little different, though.
Oh, yeah, completely.
Just in terms of the sport and also just the manpower of it's only 7 girls or boys.
Well,
in that
they
case.
these unit schools could get flag football
they could
teams.
definitely
They've
do
got
that.
enough.
Real football may be a little bit more of a stretch.
It would be a little bit tough. It would be a lot
football,
tougher.
I am definitely we got to put that into play. I think that would be pretty cool.
I think so, too. And, that's something with the Front Porch Sports Network I hope we can kind of have some influence on.
Yeah.
We broadcasted just about every sport under the sun.
Yeah.
This year, and we've talked about definitely every sport under the sun.
Yeah, it's definitely
including
really cool.
Including rugby and wrestling.
Yeah.
Which who knows, we might cover those at some point. I don't know.
And even there's plenty of sports as we don't cover, but you got the tennis, which I'm a huge tennis fan. Yep. You've got trap shooting. I don't know if they have badminton.
I don't know if any schools do, but that is
I'm talking about the sports that Murray County Public Schools have. I think they have trap shooting and some other sports that people play. Obviously, we have not covered track and field.
Dora's back.
Track and field as well. So that's really cool. That is really cool. But, yeah, we just got to start the conversations about these things, folks. I think that would be really cool.
Let us know your suggestions, folks. We're always open to it. We don't bite. As I say every day on the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour when Drake talks about giving us a call up, we do not bite. We are friendly.
Ansley Lovett is up. She's got the Dora the Explorer walk-up song, and she's got a 1-1 count here with 1 runner on first base for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. Only 1 out on the board as well. Here comes the pitch. It is fouled back and nearly went inside the press box if there's no net in front of us.
Yeah. If there had been no net and a little bit more speed, that thing I would have gone night-night.
So we don't want that.
No.
We definitely don't
I would have woke up in the hospital.
We definitely don't want that. That pitch is outside.
Making it even it at 2.
Number 30, Katie, in the circle for the Santa Fe Lady Cats. That's a greatly placed hit by Lovett.
Fantastic.
Will go into right field as Mount Pleasant says, why not try and take third?
And they will.
And that they do. Briley at third. Runners on the corners now. Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers are in business.
They've only got one out on them, too. So, I mean, they've got some potential here. And who we got up to bat now?
Number 26. This is Jacelyn for Mount Pleasant. She can definitely get some hits or get a hit here, at least to drive in one. That'd make a lot of people smile wearing red and blue. Takes a swing and a miss there. 0-1 count. And I got to give a shout out to Mount Pleasant High School again. This field is beautiful. As you all can see on the screen and radio, just trust me.
It's gorgeous.
Or just drive down here if you're listening in your car and just see the field. It's great.
Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
I just wish I didn't have my seasonal allergies. I'd be having a lot more fun if it wasn't for that. Been sneezing and coughing for the last month. But that's all right.
Here comes the pitch. And
wow.
Jacelyn hits that one into left field. It will drive and bounce over the fence. That's going to drive in at least one. She's going to settle at second. That is really impressive. I said she could get a really good hit, and she did.
She did.
Oh
she did fantastic. That was awesome.
Wow. We saw that happen. I think the last time we saw one have the distance, bounce, and then go over the fence was at Battle Creek, and I think it was Lily Yaya who hit that. And that was just a really impressive hit. It almost hit the people sitting in the back of their truck, Drake.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. Lily Yaya's up to bat.
Well, no, Lily Yaya is on Battle Creek.
Not Lily Yaya. I tried to say
this is Emma Tomlin.
That's who I was trying to say, Emma Tomlin, because she's the one I said earlier. We were talking about Yaya, and that name just got shot right in my head.
It happened, yeah. Drake just did the same thing that I did when I said Abby Jackson was at bat, and I was looking at the number and not the actual number on the jersey.
Yeah, because I heard her name. I heard Emma Tomlin's name be called.
Emma Tomlin with a great hit right there. She will go to first. One will come in. And it is now 9-3 in favor of the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers.
The Lady Tigers are on fire tonight. They really are.
They are on fire. Jenna is up number 20.
And they still only have one out on them.
Yeah, definitely. So this
they've still got some time to do some damage.
Yeah, I think so. And you know who can do some damage too? Clarissa McFarland. She just came in and she's a pinch runner. She's at first base. Runners on the corners here. Here comes a pitch from Katie. That one's going to be popped up. Sure in the infield, and it's secured by Santa Fe.
Those happen sometimes.
Yes. Here comes Abby. Mount Pleasant, number 14.
See if Abby can bring at least one more run in.
It's a pretty decent crowd here at Mount Pleasant, too. I'm looking down in the stands. We got a lot of people here.
It is.
Swing and a miss there. It was a low pitch. As Clarissa McFarland's trying to get to second, and she doesn't get there. And that's going to end this inning. We're going to head to the fifth with the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers in the lead, 9-3 over Santa Fe. We're going to continue the flag football conversation on the other side of this. We'll be right back.
When it comes to your internet, you shouldn't have to talk to a robot or someone halfway across the globe. At CPWS, you don't. We live and work right here in Columbia, providing local support you can trust and service that's built into the heart of our community. Right now, it's never been easier to make the switch. New customers can get CPWS internet for just $50 a month. Experience the difference of local service and blazing fast speeds. Call us today, 931-375-7777.
And welcome back here to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. The Lady Tigers versus the Lady Cats in this all-Maury County matchup. Mount Pleasant leading 9-3 currently. And during the last inning, myself and Drake, along with some interaction with our stream chat, we started a conversation that I think needs to be driven forward. The fact that these ladies at these smaller schools, per se, is what we'll say in this conversation, deserve the opportunity to play a flag football type sport as well. Columbia Central is thriving with their new sport and new team to jump on the bandwagon. I think the Culliokas, the Santa Fe's, the Hampshires, the Mount Pleasant should have the opportunity for their ladies to play the sport as well. Now, it may conflict with the softball players and these players that are great out here on the diamond, but I think it is a real opportunity for more people and players around the county to get scholarships. We are seeing that already, and I think that's a conversation that needs to be had.
That's strike one.
As Kendall Massey's up for the Lady Cats of Santa Fe to start off this inning. See, places one right over the second baseman, and it will skate into the outfield. Number 3, Kendall Massey. She's going for third base. She's jetting for third base. She's running it out. She's there.
Woo!
Wow, she's got some jets.
She certainly does. Let's watch that again.
Wow.
Let's watch that again. So here's where she starts to run.
Look at her rounding the bases. My goodness.
She wasn't fooling around.
Kendall Massey, the three-point queen on the basketball court, the Motlow State commit on the softball field, and she's on third base, and that one might go out of here. It won't go out of here, but Kendall Massey is going to come home with little to no resistance.
There she goes.
Sliding. You can see her on the ring camera. Welcome home.
On the ring camera.
Kendall Massey, the 4th run for Santa Fe.
Open the door.
Yes, I 100% agree. But
open the door.
We started the conversation because of Jaden Scroggins, and she's the pitcher from Mount Pleasant. She's a tri-sport athlete, and I just think more opportunities for people to get scholarships at the collegiate level would be great. Not saying they have to play flag football. You can get it in whatever sport you play. But I think it'd be pretty neat to see a Hampshire versus, a different school, or a Culleoka, I guess a Santa Fe flag football rivalry or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Paige hits one into center field, and she'll go to first base for Santa Fe.
Santa Fe's not done yet.
They're not done yet, Drake. I agree.
They are not done. They're only down by 5, and they're fighting.
Now, we did have a comment in our chat that said the unit schools should play together for, I guess, real football. And I'm not sure how many Santa Fe players and Culleoka players would want to be in the same locker room with each other.
Yeah, that's a good point. They don't get along. They don't play too nice together. They got to learn to get along.
But yeah, on paper, I think that would be definitely would have enough people.
And that's something that definitely should be looked into. Ooh.
Abigail fouls one up for the Lady Cats. I think that one went to the stands.
Yeah,
maybe?
it hit a lady, but she's okay.
Okay. All right, no injuries on the play.
No injuries. She's fine.
No injuries on the play. 1-1 count.
I think more shaken up than anything.
One runner on first. That's Paige. She slides back to first. She's safe. But as Drake Pugh mentioned briefly earlier, Culleoka did used to have a football team, and it was kind of, if I remember correctly, Drake, disbanded by the war and people getting drafted into the war.
As a matter of fact, our station manager, Clayton Harris's great-grandfather, the late Ed Murphy, played for the team.
Yeah. So, I mean, Culleoka did once have a football team, folks, for those that did not know. So it's definitely doable, and I think they probably have the numbers to do it now. But, yeah, just some logistic things holding it back. But these are why we have conversations.
Exactly.
Out number 2 secured for Mount Pleasant as one runner remains on. Borgia is up to bat. She will pop that one up. It will bounce over the the second baseman, and she'll advance to first base. So we got Chloe on first base, Paige on second base for Santa Fe. We got Ellie up to bat. Number 22.
Crazy stuff going on.
Ellie hits that one, and it's foul. Definitely had the power, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 1 count. Comes the pitch from Jaden. Low. Will be 1-1. Here comes the pitch again. Another low one. Checking on Chloe at first. She slides back. She's there. Runners remain on first and second.
They're trying to advance. They want to. They got to play the cards right here.
2-1 count. Gum. We'll hit that one in the right field. That should be routine. As
it is.
Nearly a collision there, but it is secured, and we'll head to the bottom of this inning with the same score. Kendall Massey rounding the bases and coming home for the 4th run for Santa Fe, but they're still trailing 9-4. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Welcome back here to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. High school softball on a Thursday between Mount Pleasant and Santa Fe. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning with Mount Pleasant leading 9-4. Now, folks, we've always dropped some historical facts on broadcast, but I'm not sure if everybody knew that Mount Pleasant was formerly the phosphate capital of the world.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, so, Drake, tell the folks a little bit more about that.
Well, there was a lot of phosphate mines in this area back in the day, and as a matter of fact, one of the narrow-gauge steam locomotives used in those phosphate mines is on display at the Murray County Park next to the Mid-South Live steamers. They had a narrow-gauge phosphate railway that hauled all the phosphate that they mined up, but a lot of those phosphate mines were above ground.
Really?
Yes,
wow.
A lot of them were above-ground mines. As a matter of fact, I think Murray County Park was an above-ground phosphate mine at one time. According to my grandfather, it was.
I think one of my relatives, I can't even remember who it was, far, far long ago was involved in the phosphate mining business, whatever that consisted of. So that's pretty cool. I just wanted to let people know that this was once the phosphate capital of the world.
Well, and, my grandfather, God rest his soul, he's been gone 8 years now, but I feel like I remember him saying that he remembered the phosphate mine still being in existence and running when he was a child. He was born in 1943.
Yeah.
So I imagine they were.
Abby Jackson fouls that one off. She's leading off here with an even count at 2 for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. Yeah, we always try and teach people a little neat facts about each community, and because sometimes this is, some of the first times that these sports have been broadcasted in these communities. So it's really cool. Like, I don't know how many times historically Mount Pleasant softball has been broadcasted, but it's pretty cool to be here. So we try and teach our listeners.
And folks, if you want to learn more about Mount Pleasant's history as we come to a full count, visit the Mount Pleasant Museum in downtown on the square. It's right next to the Mount Pleasant Grill. It's a cute little museum. I've been there before, and they've got a lot on the phosphate mines there. It's really cool.
Full count here. Jackson will swing right to the shortstop. It's fielded and force out at first base. Here comes Laney, the leadoff, the original leadoff for the Lady Tigers. But yeah, I think we were told we were in Hampshire. When was that? Last week, Drake?
Yes.
For the game of the week. And I believe that was the first time ever Hampshire baseball has been broadcasted on the radio and streamed online. So that's really cool.
It's a historic night.
Laney hits one in the left field. That one was a pretty ball.
I was like, she started to go for second. I'm like, Laney, stay at first. Stay at first. Please.
That was a pretty ball.
That was a pretty ball. Great hit.
But yeah, we're always about making history. It's pretty cool to see the smiles on the players and the parents' faces when we show up. Like, hey, the radio's here. The broadcast team is here. It's so cool.
I also want to give a shout-out, if he's listening, to my cousin Jimmy Gillum, my granddad's cousin Jimmy Gillum, who yesterday told me he was an all-star baseball player. He played for MTSU, and he played here. I think he played for Columbia Central back in the day.
Oh, wow.
He's a 1964 graduate of Columbia Central High School. So, shout out to Jimmy. If you're listening, love you, Jimmy, and you need to get back into baseball and softball.
One runner on first base. For Mount Pleasant, here's Bella Pugh. Rips that one, but it will be foul. 2-1 is the count now. Pugh pitched in the last game that we broadcasted down here in Mount Pleasant, and I believe they won over Battle Creek. She played a great game, and if I remember correctly, she had a play where she was on second as a runner, did a little Houdini, and made it to third, then that was like the winning run or led the winning run sequence. So shout out to Bella Pugh.
Yeah.
Even at 2 is the count. One runner on first. That is Lainey McNeil. Pugh will hit that one into center field. It will drop right in front of the center fielder. Maybe lost in the sun there.
It is kind of bright out here right now. I'm wearing my sunglasses up here in the press box.
Yes, Drake Pugh is in direct sunlight right now.
My legs are sweating because my lap is right here in the sunlight.
Yeah, I am maybe 20% covered by. I'm barely covered by the sun.
Yeah, I'm stuck to the chair right now. I'm stuck to the chair. It looks like they're having a little meeting on the mound right now, or in the circle. That's right. We don't got mounds in softball.
Thank you for real. Give applause to Drake Pugh if you're listening, because some people don't know that there is not a mound in softball.
No, there's not. It's just a circle. That's all it is.
They're going to talk it over and get this game back under control as Miss Jaden is up. The Hampshire student, the tri-sport athlete.
He's got a chance to really do some damage right here.
Yep, one runner on second, one runner on first. Pitch is low by Katie of Santa Fe. 1-0 count. It's a little decent wind if I can see the flag in the far outfield. It's swaying, so there's a little bit of a breeze.
A little bit of a breeze. I'm looking forward to getting out of this press box and feeling it here in just a minute.
Yeah, ride with the windows down.
Exactly. Not looking forward to the game being over, just looking forward to the breeze.
Right. As McNeil tries to slide back to second. She does make it there, though. And, folks, we know if you're listening to us and you like sports, you're probably looking forward to the NFL draft. It's in about an hour.
It is, and seeing how this game is going, you and I might make it home for it.
You never know. But we're queuing up Drake Pugh's favorite scenario, folks.
Yes, sir. The bases are loaded, and they call me the Grand Slam lobbyist. And I'm going to say it again, Drake Colley, where you at with your Magic 8-Ball picks? Speaking of which, we haven't done those in a while.
Well, there's been nothing to Magic 8-Ball pick
there
for.
hasn't been anything.
He's not really. And for context for our listeners, if you listen on 101.7, you know exactly what we're talking about. The Front Porch Sports Radio Hour, where Drake Colley makes I won't say gambling lines, but it gives you the money lines and the best picks for different sports and different players throughout the sports seasons, and that's the Magic 8-Ball. The Magic 8-Ball knows all and tells all on the Front Porch Sports Radio.
When he did the Super Bowl picks, the Magic 8-Ball locked itself in the closet for a week.
Yeah, so, I mean...
According to Drake.
it's deadly. It's deadly.
It is, and, we enjoy doing that. I am not a gambling man, but
Yeah, neither am I.
Neither one of us are gambling folks. I don't believe in gambling, but if Drake Colley were to put some money on this, then hey, I want to see what the odds would be.
As Santa Fe will undergo a pitching change here, number 22, Ellie Gum, will be in the circle here. But yes, folks, always tune into the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. We got a lot of different personalities on the Front Porch Sports Network. We got a lot of different things in store. And we just try to have fun on the broadcast. It's cool to let the folks know that are listening and watching on stream that we care about the community. We care about the sports. We care about the ladies out here and the guys that play. And we think it's just a really cool opportunity to broadcast the games.
Absolutely.
Briley Evans, number 8, is up. And for example, folks, listening, I graduated 5-6 years ago from high school. My games were not streamed. I have one game I can go back and watch for my basketball career on NFHS Network. One game. That's it.
Any of your football games?
Yeah, I have all my football tape, but basketball-wise, I have one game I can look and some highlights. So an opportunity like this is just phenomenal. I think
they can go back and show this to their grandchildren one day. Uh-oh.
Oh, and Briley's hitting the noggin, and that means
going to bring a runner in.
A runner's going to come in.
Now, this could be a bad situation right here for Santa Fe because, if the bases are, if a grand slam happens, they're up by 10 and it's the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
That could end the game. So this is Santa Fe's got to play this real careful as Dora the Explorer returns.
Ansley is up with the Dora the Explorer music, walk-up music. It's 10-4 in favor of Mount Pleasant. Gum's pitch, here it comes. It's outside. But yeah, it's just really cool, as we were saying. not to brag on ourselves, but for the ladies and the guys to go back and watch a broadcast like this and have somewhat meaningful commentary and not just video to celebrate them if they make a highlight play. I think it's pretty cool because I don't have stuff like that.
And the interviews we've done with them.
I don't have anything like that for my sports career. I think what we're doing is definitely transformational in the community. That's a greatly placed hit by Lovett. We'll go to center field. We're going to potentially drive in two. Hello, Bella Pugh at home. Knocking on the door is Miss Jaden Scroggins, and she says, "Let me in. I'm home."
That was a great play right there.
12-4 now in favor of the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. They're piling it on, folks.
They really are. I mean, like I said, 2 runs in ends the game at this point.
I think, now that we talked about it, I think some of the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers might be trying to watch the NFL draft.
I think they're like, let's get this going so we can go watch the NFL draft.
I think they want to see who the Titans are going to pick at number 4, folks.
Don't we all? Don't we all? And I don't really watch the Titans, but even I want to because, I quit watching the Titans after a long time because of how bad they were.
Yeah, I'm not a Titans fan, although
Yeah.
I'm from Tennessee. I like the Pittsburgh Steelers, which the draft is in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But I still want to see who the Titans are going to pick because I like sports. A swing and a miss there by Jaslyn.
Well, and Landon, like I've told you, I was not a sports kid growing up. I grew up in a sports family. My dad is the biggest UT fan that's ever walked this earth. And my mom and brother both are big into it, but I wasn't as into it. But even as a kid, when I watched Titans games with my dad, I'd be like, man, these guys are bad.
And they're not good.
I was like, this is awful. And I didn't know a thing about football. But now as an adult, I'm like, can we finally get them better?
0-2 count for Jaslyn. She will pop that one up. It's got distance again, but it will be snatched in right field as another run will come in, though.
There we go.
That is Briley, who came in through the back door and said, is this thing unlocked?
Is this thing open?
I got a booking for number 13. Run number 13 is in for Mount Pleasant. They're piling it on as we were just talking about. I mean,
well,
wow.
like I said, Landon, one run wins the game.
I mean,
on Mount Pleasant's end.
I mean, wow.
It's crazy. I mean,
they're doing great.
They are. They're doing fantastic.
And it's super, super cool. As I said, it's a lot of fans here on both sides. I mean, Mount Pleasant side is pretty much packed. Like, there's people down the foul line with their folding chairs. It's pretty cool.
Listen to this. Caillou.
Oh, my goodness.
Good grief.
As number 3, Brenna Nuff will get her first at-bat of the night. Caillou walk-up music is playing, folks.
This is goofy stuff here.
Wow.
I'm waiting for Thomas the Tank Engine now, or SpongeBob SquarePants.
I've always thought if I played baseball, which I can't swing a bat to save my life.
Neither can I.
But if I played baseball, what would my walk-up song be? I don't know.
I could hit my brother with the bat growing up, but what? That's all.
Yeah, I mean, we used to play softball, baseball in the yard, me, my dad, and my sister, but like I was never good enough for me to say, hey, I'm going to do this, actually, play the sport. No, I'm not that good. So respect to all these ladies out here who are really good, and we're watching them play.
It's incredible.
1-1 count for Gum, and Brenna Nuff, who's at the plate, trying to get her first swing of the night. One runner on first base.
Ooh.
That one goes straight down the middle.
She's in a tough spot here now. She's up against the wall, but,
Yeah, 1-2 hole. 2 outs. Don't want to leave the runner on first stranded, but it's potentially seeming that way.
Unfortunately. But,
That one sails high. 2-2. A little bit of wiggle room now. And folks, they're building a new Tractor Supply right down here by.
Really,
Mount
I
Pleasant.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's right off of Greenwood Street. If you come in that way,
I didn't know that. That's fantastic.
So that's super cool. It'll be really accessible off of Highway 412.
That one's a ball low, making it a full count. Potential walk here. We don't know.
Yes, potential walk.
That'd be the best case scenario for Mount Pleasant right here. Well, no, not the best case scenario. The best case scenario would be hit it and knock it out of the park. That's the best case scenario.
Always,
That's
yeah.
always the best case scenario, no matter what. But a walk wouldn't be a bad scenario.
And that one goes high.
There it is.
And that is a walk.
that kind of resets, gives them some more wiggle room.
And also, since we're talking about Mount Pleasant landmarks and things of that nature, we will shout out the newly renovated Mount Pleasant or Murray County Regional Airport here. It is fantastic. Undergo some renovations over the past couple years, and it looks great. It looks great, folks. Madison Haywood up to bat for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. Runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch at a 1-0 count. That one was low for ball number 2. Next pitch is up. That will be a strike thrown by Gum, changing up the count a little bit.
Yep,
2-1.
We'll see what happens here now.
Here comes the pitch from Gum. Low. Dribbler will be 3-1. Another walk and potentially a bases loaded scenario for Drake Pugh.
My favorite scenario. My favorite scenario. We don't want to keep these runners stranded.
For our radio listeners, we hope you laugh when we cue up the Drake Pugh favorite scenario because it's becoming so common.
There it is. There it is. There it is, Landon.
It's becoming so common.
There
now.
it is, baby.
Something as it started as just like a subtle joke on the broadcast.
And now it's part of our routine. You know, everybody has their own routines, folks.
That is Drake's signature on the spring sports broadcast. Baseball, softball, like literally everything. Lobbying for the Grand Slam, folks.
I want to see one, y'all. And I want these girls to get one for us. Well, we've also got a chance of winning the game on a walk right here.
Yes.
I mean, there's a potential chance of that. It just depends on what happens here. I mean, there's not really any room for error anymore.
Yes, and Drake, I think at bat we've got Miss Tia Webster, who you called Miss Rebound during the basketball season.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She's a great basketball player, Tia Webster, and she's at bat.
That's right. I forgot about Tia. I'm good to see her on the softball field.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Yes, that could have been bad.
That could have been really bad.
Ansley stepped off the third base bag, nearly was tagged out.
These girls are ready to get home to see that NFL draft.
I hate to break it to you ladies, but Mendoza's going number 1. So you should know that. Tia Webster with a great hit will be tagged at second right there for out number 3. That should be.
Man.
And the score will remain as
that
13-4. That was a great hit by Webster.
It was.
But we'll be back after this one, folks, on the Front Porch Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
When it comes to your internet, you shouldn't have to talk to a robot or someone halfway across the globe. At CPWS, you don't. We live and work right here in Columbia, providing local support you can trust and service that's built into the heart of our community. Right now, it's never been easier to make the switch. New customers can get CPWS internet for just $50 a month. Experience the difference of local service and blazing fast speeds. Call us today, 931-375-7777.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Welcome back here to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. The Lady Tigers lead 13-4 as we begin the top of the 6th inning. As we got number 9, Rylan, up for Santa Fe to lead off in this top of the 6th inning.
Let's see what happens.
Strike thrown by Scroggins right there. And, folks, I should have mentioned this earlier in the broadcast, but as I said, I'm from Spring Hill, and one of the first times I actually ever came to Mount Pleasant, I was, like, so confused because of the town is just so nice, and it's such a community.
It's a cute little place.
And it's different than, obviously, the Spring Hill community that's ever growing extremely now.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's a street down here, and if you're from Mount Pleasant, you know probably Gant Street is a one-way street, one way in and one way out, and it's the smallest street I've ever been on in my life. And I was so confused, like, where are we at? It was like a moment in time. So shout out to Gant Street near Gardenia Park, I believe, down here in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee.
Yeah, you know, the Spring Hill of today is not the Spring Hill that you and I knew growing up.
Oh, no.
Not at all.
Definitely not.
Heck, the Franklin of today is not the Franklin I knew growing
Yeah.
up. And Columbia is starting to get there.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. You got a community like Mount Pleasant that's really nice, like you said. And it's got a
changed
nice
much.
community, schools. All of those schools are great here. And you got a lot of people that will move here. I mean, there's going to be a subdivision that's built close to the school, so there's going to be a lot of people that move.
I think they tried to build one out across from Polk Memorial Gardens not too long ago. They stopped that one. I'm kind of glad they stopped that one personally. Just, you know, I kind of that with that being war grounds out there, I think it needs to be preserved.
It's 2 outs for Santa Fe as the first 2 batters.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant's ready to take it home. They really are. I can tell.
Paitley's up. I believe this is Paitley for Santa Fe, leading off with the pink arm sleeve. But yeah, Mount Pleasant is a very nice community.
It is.
I have plenty of friends from down here that we play sports together.
Shout out to my third cousin Shani Ferris, who is a senior here at Mount Pleasant. She was a cheerleader during football season.
Yep.
And you know, I don't think she's here tonight.
3-1 count. Scroggins pitches 2 balls in a row. That one's low, and Craig is going to take a walk to Mount Pleasant Middle School Performing Arts and settle at first base.
And what is that building over there on the other side of the football?
It's the community center.
That's the community
It's
center.
the Mount Pleasant Community
Okay,
Center.
I've always wondered what that is.
It says community center on the front of it.
I guess I've never seen it from that end. I've always seen it from afar.
Kendall Massey's up, batting for Santa Fe Lady Cats, excuse me. As Paitley Craig was in a bit of a collision at first base. She's getting checked on, just a little bit shaken up now. She's there. She's all right.
Good.
At least appears to be. Going to walk it off like a champion. Like a true champion. Massey with the 1-1 count at first base. And that's a great hit by Kendall Massey. And it will allow Paitley Craig, that is, to get to second. Kendall is at first. Great hit.
They want to see if they can extend this.
Yeah, they want to extend it 100%. We got Harper Fitzgerald up next, who can hit it out of the park, folks. She's a great softball player. Pitches outside. We got a little bit of cloud cover coming over. Not as sunny anymore down here. Fitzgerald gets the bat on the ball there. It's fumbled by the shortstop, and Drake Pugh's favorite scenario is
Grand
queued
slam.
up.
Queued up. Grand slam, baby. A grand slam could change this game a little bit. Well, it'll definitely get them into another inning.
Paige Brady is up, and she had a great hit earlier, so I think she can change it. Let's go, Paige. Watches that one go outside. And, folks, as I said earlier, we also have another game on 103.7, Columbia and Nolensville, that is happening right now. Carter McDonald and his crew are broadcasting that one as we broadcast the Columbia Central Lady Lions. 2-1 is the count after that one's fouled off by Paige. And we are going to be at Columbia Central tomorrow for our game of the week. Senior night for both teams, baseball and softball. We'll have Front Porch Sports Radio Hour live there as well. It's going to be a party, so stop by, folks. We hope the rain forecast that holds off. If not, we'll probably take a tent. We want you to come by and say hey to all of us. Brady, we'll hit that one.
And she brings it home.
And that will be out number 3.
No, it's out.
She's tagged out at second base right there. And we're going to keep it here as the two teams prepare for the bottom of this inning. We're down here in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. We've talked about some of the historical things about Mount Pleasant. We've been rambling off is what I will say. We'll be rambling off about the good old days and the current days of our careers. And there's great things we're doing at the Front Porch Sports Network. But right now, I'm going to let Drake Pugh update you all on our Instagram and social media so you guys can follow us on more than one platform.
Well, folks, we've got 2 Instagram pages we use. We've got our WKOM, WKRM page, which we post about sports a little bit, but we also post about just other shows we do at the station and other events going on at the station and local events in town and in Murray County. So please go give that account a follow. That account needs more followers. So give that one a follow. And then our Front Porch Sports Network page, which just recently, I think it's right at about 600 followers. It's getting there.
Yeah,
so it is growing, and we are so happy about it. We post updates about almost all of our games on there. We have exclusive interviews with the players on there and highlights and all that different stuff. So, folks, give us a follow. Front Porch Sports Network on Instagram and WKOM.WKRM on Instagram. And we're also on Facebook as well. Front Porch Sports Network, as well as WKOM Radio Facebook, WKRM Radio Facebook. And we also stream on the Columbia Lions Dugout Club page.
The Central Dugout Club.
Central Dugout Club page. So, I mean, we are rolling on all kinds of platforms, folks. We're also on Twitter, or X as they call it now, Twitch, Kick, all that jazz. We are there. So, folks, give us a follow if you'd like more updates for games like these, and we'll be there.
Yes, we will be there. Clarissa McFarland is up.
Barbecue chicken, baby.
This is the woman with the plan, Clarissa McFarland. She is also a fan favorite, I would say, on the Front Porch Sports Network. She has a lot of fans. A lot of people ask about her in a good ways because they know she's very popular and she was a good basketball player, senior softball player as well. She's already came home for one run in this game. McFarland hits that one to the circle as Santa Fe switch pitchers again. Katie's back in the circle, number 30. As McFarland will be out on that one. I want to shout out the Battle Creek baseball team clinching the number 1 seed in their district as they will prepare for district tournament action. Paul Lamb, who was the coach of Spring Hill when I was at Spring Hill, has got the boys in Battle Creek in shape. They're really, really good. So you guys got to tune into their games that we stream. It will not disappoint. And Paul Lamb is a magnificent coach. I cannot speak of him enough highly. He is amazing. Shout out to Coach Lamb. Shout out to Hampshire and the baseball program overall because the baseball team is doing great. I believe they're second in their region. And then the middle school baseball team, I believe they were undefeated, won their district. So Hampshire has a really good baseball program. And then, of course, the Columbia Central Lady Lions have 3 girls on their flag football team that are going to play college flag football.
Which is
really cool. Really, really cool. So we just want to continue to update those folks that are paying attention to their schools and then the other sports action around the county as Bella Pugh
crossed second
with a hit will be at second base. Jaden Scroggins, why not go ahead and bring yourself home and Miss Pugh home? Miss Scroggins, do it. And that she might. They'll settle on the corners. As Scroggins will go to second.
We got 2 in scoring position, folks.
Great. Right there. Here comes Briley.
This could very well be it right here.
Runners on second and third as the sun is peeking back out for our radio listeners.
I've still got my glasses on.
It's bright in Drake Pugh's eyes, folks.
It is. Oh. She got walked.
As I did not see.
I didn't see what happened either. We were talking about the sun.
I'm not sure if she was hit or if she was intentionally walked. But nonetheless, Drake Pugh's favorite scenario is here. Briley Evans is on base.
Dora the Explorer. To end a game with a grand slam would be legendary. I that is what I want to see. And it's almost happened a few times.
Love it. Go ahead and make Drake Pugh's wish come true.
Make my day. Make it. We've certainly got a full day tomorrow. We've got, Inside Middle Tennessee and Front Porch Happenings will be on tomorrow, folks, to talk about local events.
And love it. Hits that one in the right field. One comes home. Two comes home, and one will settle at third. Runners are on the corners now. It is now 15-4, and that's curtains, folks. This one is over.
What a game.
The Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers winning in this one 15-4. 2 runs in the first, 4 runs in the second, 1 run in the third, 2 runs in the fourth, 4 runs in the fifth, and 2 runs in the sixth inning, coming home with a 15-4 victory on senior night. Now they're going to celebrate the seniors with a ceremony that we will capture after this break. But for our radio listeners, we're going to sign off for the evening. For Landon Sechrest and Drake Pugh, we thank you for listening on 101.7. Our streaming audience, we will resume back with senior night activities once the ladies get ready so they can be celebrated. But I'm sure right now they're going to celebrate this great win, and we'll be right back here on the Front Porch Sports Network after this.
To welcome you to our 2026 senior night. Tonight we have 5 seniors that we want to honor. The seniors will go, and their parents, their escorts will go to the pitcher's mound, and then the girls that have their stuff will come to the center, give you what you need. We'll take pictures, do all those things. I'll talk a little bit about them, and then each of them have did a video message or an audio message that will play. Okay, you won't be able to see the video message. It'll all be audio, but some of them did actually video their messages. Our first senior, number 2, Emma Tomlin. Emma is escorted by her mom, Melissa Bentley. Emma has played softball for 15 years. Emma plays catcher and second base. For those that don't know, this is Emma's second year to be at Mount Pleasant High School. She played 2 years at Independence. Emma's awards related to softball. She was on the all-tournament team last year. She also got the Team Hustle Award last year. Other awards Emma's received is she was a UCA Cheer All-American, and for her senior class, she was voted most athletic. After high school, Emma plans to go to cosmetology school and specialize in hair. Now, Emma's message.
I never thought this day would creep up on me this fast. 1 second, I'm a freshman at my old school, and then I blink and I'm here about to graduate. If you told me 4 years ago that I would end up in Mount Pleasant, I probably would have laughed in your face, but I'm glad this is where it took me. For the past 15 years, softball has been a huge part of my life. From countless hours of practice and tournaments every weekend, this little sport became more than just a game. Softball has taught me the importance of discipline, hard work, and leadership. It also taught me to keep pushing through even when it gets difficult. And most importantly, it taught me the importance of confidence and teamwork. To my coaches, past and present, thank you for believing in me and pushing me to my best. Thank you for your acceptance and everything y'all have done for me and these girls. Most importantly, thank you for bringing back my love for the game. To my current and former teammates, thank you for all the laughs, memories, and bonds that were built. Thank you guys for pushing me and cheering me on even on my off days. Thank y'all for becoming family. I'll never forget those late nights cheering in the dugout so loud to where all the houses near us could hear. And I'll never forget the countless amount of TikToks that were made in the car and bus rides to the games. Some of my favorite memories were made on this field, and I couldn't have done it without you. I'm going to miss each and every one of y'all, and I wish y'all the best of luck these next few years. Cherish these memories and the time you have on this field, because you never know when you won't pick up that yellow ball again. And to my family, thank y'all for supporting me through my whole career. From every early morning to the late nights y'all have stuck by my side. Thank you for every ride, hitting lesson, meal, and the countless number of tournament shirts. I wouldn't be where I am today without y'all, so thank you. Even though it's not our last game, we're still wrapping up a chapter that I wasn't quite ready to finish. This is going to be the hardest goodbye, but I'm grateful for every opportunity and memory that I made. This sport will forever be a part of me, and I'll always carry it with me. Thank y'all for being a part of this journey. Dear softball, I never thought this day would creep.
Number 2, Emma Tomlin. Our next senior is number 3, Brianna Nutt. Brianna is escorted by her parents, Bobby and Priscilla Nutt. Brianna has played softball for over 10 years, high school for 3 years, and 1 year she was our team manager, assistant, everything in the dugout and in the concession stand and all the things. She was our right-hand girl that year. Brianna plays first base. Awards related to softball. Brianna received the Beverly Orban Heart of the Tiger Award. Other awards. For your senior class, the Good Citizenship Award. After high school, Brianna plans to continue a career at Columbia State to become a radiology technologist. And now, Brianna's message.
My girls, thank you for being more than teammates, but my second family. Through every practice, game, and bus rides, we've made memories that I will cherish forever. My girls, thank you for being more than teammates, but my second family. Through every practice, game, and bus rides, we've made memories that I will cherish forever. Y'all have been my biggest supporters. Standing here tonight, seeing this chapter almost to a close. Continue to strive, challenge yourself, chase your dreams, and remember there are people here tonight that love you, and I will always love and cheer each of you on. To Mom, Dad, and loved ones surrounding, the little me wouldn't know what to say, but thank you for the endless support, guidance, and encouragement you have given each of us throughout the season. Thank you for every ride, sacrifice, and mainly being one of the loudest voices in the stands. Coach Grooms and Coach Trevor, thank you for every piece of advice, every word of encouragement, and every lesson that you've taught me both on and off the field. I'm beyond grateful for the love, support, and guidance that you showed me and every other girl on this team. Y'all have helped shape me into the person and player I am today, and I could never thank you enough for that. A piece of my heart will forever stay on this field. Number 3, signing out. My girl.
Number 30, Brianna Nutt. Our next senior is number 16, Ansley Lovett. Ansley is escorted by her parents, Blake and Brooke Lovett. Ansley has played softball at Mount Pleasant High School for 4 years, and she's played a long time before that as well. Ansley's position is outfield, and she is our designated hitter. Ansley's award related to softball. She was the most improved player her freshman year, and she received the academic award for her GPA. Other awards, Ansley was the Girls State Delegate at Hampshire. She was 3rd in her graduate class. She was on Youth Leadership Murray, and she was on the Work Ethic Distinction. Ansley plans to attend UT Southern and major in nursing. Now for Ansley's message.
As my time on this field comes to an end, I'm incredibly grateful for all the opportunities I have been given and all the memories I made. I had an amazing support system throughout my athletic career. First, I want to thank my parents who made any of this possible. They put in countless hours driving me to practices and games and supporting me in every way possible. They always provided me with anything I needed. Thank you to my grandparents for all the traveling you did to support me and encouraging and helping me in any way that you could. To my papa, thank you for all the work you put into helping me the best player I could be and all the hours you spent practicing with me. Thank you to any of my family and friends who came to games to support me. Thank you to my coaches, who none of this would have been possible without. To Ms. Grims, thank you for all the hard work you put in to give this team everything we have. To Trevor, thank you for always keeping it fun and all the laughs you give us, but also coaching us into better players. To all of my teammates, thank you for 4 years of playing with the best people and all the memories that we made. To Bella and Jaden, thank you for always encouraging me to do better and helping me believe in myself, and all of the jokes I made along the way. I'm going to miss you guys next year. To Tia, thank you for 4 years of being my throwing partner and so much more. To Clarissa, we can be serious and fun together, and thank you for some of the best memories over the last couple of years. Closing this chapter is bittersweet, but I'll carry everything softball has gave me for the rest of my life.
Number 16, Ansley Lovett. Our next senior, number 19, Tia Webster. Tia is escorted by her parents, Martika Williams and Jamarcus Webster. Tia has played softball for 14 years, high school all 4. Tia's position is right field. Awards related to softball. Tia received the Betty Kerr Most Improved Player Award. After high school, Tia plans to go to Columbia State and major in nursing. Now for Tia's message.
Standing here today made me realize how much softball meant to me. It's been more than just a sport, it has become a second family. I'm really going to miss stepping onto the field, putting on my jersey, and being surrounded by the people who means the most to me. To Lainey, Madison, and Maddie, y'all have always been there for me. I am going to miss the laughs, the inside jokes, and all the little moments that made everything unforgettable. I love y'all so much. To Ansley, we have been side by side since we're 3 years old, growing up through this game together and making it to our senior year. I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. To Miss Grooms and Trevor, thank you for always believing in me and pushing me to be the best. Also, Trevor, I wanted to say that one time where you got hit in the head at practice, that was not me, that was Cameron. To my teammates, I'll never forget the memories we made. Y'all aren't just teammates, y'all are my family. I love every single one of y'all, and that will never change. To my family, thank you for always showing up, cheering me on, supporting me through everything. It means more than I can say. This game gave me friendship, memories, and all the love that I'll carry with me forever. And even though this chapter is ending, it will always be part of who I am. 19 signing out.
Number 19, Tia Webster. And our last senior, number 22, Clarissa McFarland. Clarissa is escorted by her parents, Sonia and Greg Wood, and Lori and Jody McFarland. For those that don't know, Clarissa also came to us from another school. She was a Wildcat for 1 year, and then she came over to be a Tiger the last 3 years. Clarissa has played softball since 6U. Her position, these are her words, anywhere Coach Grooms needs me. Her awards related to softball, she received the Betty Kerr Hustle Award. Her other awards, she received her state FFA degree, and she was voted by her classmates as most likely to succeed in CTE. After high school, Clarissa plans to attend Columbia State and then transfer to UT Martin to finish her bachelor's degree to become an ag teacher. Now for Clarissa's message.
Softball has been such a big part of my life, and it's honestly hard to put into words what it means to me. It's more than just a sport, it's where I've made some of the best memories, learned life lessons, and grown into the person I am today. I would like to start off by saying thank you to Coach Grooms and Coach Trevor for always pushing me to be better and believing in me, even when I get in my head. Y'all have made such a big impact on me from the move from Santa Fe to here, and I'm so thankful for everything y'all have done for me. To my teammates, you guys mean so much to me. We've shared so many moments together, from long practices to big wins and tough losses and funny bus rides. You're all more than just teammates, you're family. I'm really gonna miss being out on the field with you guys. Jaden and Madison, y'all are such great ball players and even better friends. I know y'all will do great things, and I hope you know I will always be in your corner. To my parents, thank you for everything. All the rides, the time, the money, the support, all the late night Taco Bell stops. You've always been there for me, no matter what. And I wouldn't be here without you. I'm so grateful for everything that you sacrificed for me. As I move on from softball, I'll carry these memories with me forever. This game has taught me how to work hard, be a part of a team, and keep going even when things get tough. Thank you, Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. Number 22, signing out.
Number 22, Clarissa McFarland. We can have all of our seniors go back to the middle. There's something unique about a couple of these seniors. If you don't know, we have a co-op opportunity with Hampshire, and because of that, we had not one homecoming queen on our team, but two. We have the Mount Pleasant High School homecoming queen in Tia Webster, and the Hampshire Hawk homecoming queen in Ansley Lovett. That might be a first ever. I do want to let you guys know this is not our last game, and it's actually not even our last game at home. But it was the last district game. It's the last one that has to be played. So that's why we decided to go ahead and do senior night tonight. We play 4 games next week, and we do play at home, the Lord willing, next Wednesday here against Fayetteville. And then we play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then the next week on that Monday, we do start district tournament at Culleoka. So I hope you guys can come out and watch us at least one more time on this field. We hope we do our job in the district tournament in 2 weeks, and we're playing in the region tournament the week after, and maybe we'll even do or be able to host a region game. From Trevor and I and the other underclassmen, we're going to miss this group of seniors. We thank you guys. We thank their parents and their family for allowing us to love them and guide them and help to shape them into the young ladies you see today. Thank you for allowing us to be their coaches. We're going to miss them. We love them, but we got a lot of softball left to play. Hope you guys can come out and support us.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the senior night ceremony for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers, celebrating Emma Tomlin, Clarissa McFarland, Brenna Nutt, Ansley Lovett, and Tia Webster, the Fantastic Five down here in Mount Pleasant for the softball team. Really cool to hear everybody talk about their future, and everybody did a audio message as well, speaking to the fans, players, coaches, teammates as well. As they said, this is not actually their last home game. They will play another game at home, and then district tournaments is, I believe, down at Culleoka. So this will not be the last opportunity to see the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers, but nonetheless, they secured a 15-4 win on senior night, celebrating these 5 seniors. Santa Fe put up a great fight with 3 8th graders on their team as well. The players wearing gold were 8th graders for Santa Fe, so shout out to those players as well, as Mount Pleasant will continue to celebrate this moment and gather pictures. Folks, we want to remind everyone as it strikes 7 o'clock right now, if you're not already watching the NFL Draft, tune in, and then tune into the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour tomorrow, which will be live at Columbia Central for our game of the week, softball and baseball at Columbia Central. Both senior nights over there. We will be there, the entire crew, myself, Drake Pugh, Drake Colley, Carter McDonald, Clayton Harris, Chris Yao. We will all be there, and we hope it'll be a great time as we continue to shine a spotlight on Maury County teams and the Maury County talent here. This broadcast is another example on the Front Porch Sports Network. We thank everybody for tuning in on streaming, and for our radio listeners that we have already let go. We thank you for tuning in with us on this evening, this Thursday evening, for the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers 15-4 victory over Santa Fe for Landon Sechrist, which is myself, along with Drake Pugh. We will sign off here from Mount Pleasant and be back tomorrow for our